Hey guys, welcome back to another video. In today's video, I'm going to be teaching you how to make thumbnails like the ones that are on screen right now. So if you want to learn how to make thumbnails like those, stick to the end of the video to find out. So the first step is the biggest step on the whole entire video, which is custom NPC mod. So first things first, you have to go to CurseForge and go to the custom NPC files. And you're going to be redirected to the description, but then you're going to head over to files and find the version that you're looking for. Most of the people are going to be using 1.8.9, but 1.8.9 Forge doesn't work for me, so I'm just going to be using 1.12.2. So then you click this button and it will download it for you. And then once it downloads for you, just drag that in your mods folder. The next step is to launch Minecraft, so just click Forge and then the version that you're going for, and then just launch it. So once Minecraft is launched, go to single player, and over here you'll have the maps that you've downloaded. So for this specific thumbnail, I'm just going to be using Razer. So let's double click on it and join the world. So as you can see, I've been making a lot of thumbnails on this map because it's actually a really nice map to make thumbnails on. But I'm just going to go head over to a base. This I'm just going to go to white base and kill this sheep with the diamond sword. Then you're gonna, once you have your NPC mod installed, go to your inventory and click this one, and click the hoe and get the NPC wand, and right click on a block and it will basically make you an NPC. And then you want to right click on it with the wand, go to model, edit, eyes, and then click none, so it's gonna have default eyes. Then you want to go to texture and left click on it and it will give you a player. Then just write any IGN and it will change the player skin to the IGN. So my IGN is HQSB, so I'm just going to change to that. And then you want to go to AI movement and set rotation to manual and just rotate it to any place you want. So for this, I just want it to be looking maybe at that tree that's right over there. So that's probably gonna be like 240 or 250. Yeah, 240 works. I'm just gonna break this bed. And then you want to right click on it, click advanced, and go to puppet because you'll need this later on. Then you go to edit, and here you can control how the person looks and what pose he's in. And then first you want to go to head and put it around like 170 or 172. I think 172 is fine. And if you want it to look here or there, you can make it. But I just want it to be looking a little up. And for the left arm, I usually do like 250 or 248 or something. And then for the right arm, I'm just gonna put 120 or 116 or something around there. Then for the right leg, I'm just gonna put like 230 or something. And then for the left leg, it's probably gonna be like, 130, 131, somewhere around that. So I think this is a pretty decent pose for the player. And then I kind of want him to be swinging a sword, kind of like this. But I think if he holds a sword, it's gonna look better if he's swinging the sword. But first of all, I'm gonna give him armor, and since we're at white base, we're gonna have to give him a white armor. So we're gonna give him leather, and then dye it with bone meal. Get your crafting table and just dye all the armor. So now once you have the armor, right click on it again, go to inventory and put it where it's supposed to go. So now you can see your NPC has armor, but it looks kind of off since he's not holding a sword or any item. So I'm just gonna give him a diamond sword because it's already right here. And then go to inventory and just put the sword where the sword icon is. Now he has a sword, but it doesn't look good because I don't think you would be holding a sword if you're not gonna swing it. So I'm just gonna go to the right arm and just make it look like he's swinging it. I think that looks like he's swinging it, but default pack doesn't look good for thumbnails. So just use a default edit, something that's not too advanced. So let's go over to resource pack. So I'm probably gonna be using RKY fault, because that's a pretty good default edit. So now once you have the pack on, you just want to go and head over to the FOV and make it 30 FOV. Then you want to go to game mode spectator because it gives you more freedom. You can go through blocks and everything and you don't have to break the blocks under you. And also I just realized that there's still the sheep's dead body there. So we're gonna go back to game mode spectator and just get a nice screenshot. Now once you have a screenshot, just make sure that your whole entire character fits inside the screenshot, and also that you're not too far away like this, or not too close like this. And then you drag your screenshot in and adjust it. I'm just gonna zoom in a little bit more and tilt it by like a little bit. And then once you have your screenshot and you like the position it is in, go over to the third tool in the toolbar and click polygon on the lasso tool and just select out your character, and you zoom in with Alt and then your scroll wheel. Left click on one of the points and then you can do it again and again. And to move while you're doing this, hold spacebar and move around with your left click, and that's just how you do it. So just do this and hope it's good. Then once you go back to your first point and just left click, and now you have the selection, and you could right click on it and click layer via copy, or you can do it select and click Control J, which just makes another copy of it. And now what you want to do is right click on the layer with the characters in and click blending options, because this just looks really plain and ugly. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna enable inner glow, we're gonna enable gradient overlay, and also drop shadow. For the inner glow, I'm just gonna go to white, make it color dodge, and make the opacity like, I think 40 is fine. Hold up. We're gonna make the size like way lower, like 25 or 30. I think 30 is good. Yeah, 30 is fine. I think is good. And then for the gradient overlay, what you want to do is just make this and overlay, and just make this black full black to full white. And then you want to make this overlay and make the opacity around 15 and scale it to like 100, which is what it is right now. And for the drop shadow, we don't want too much of a drop shadow, so we're just gonna just copy these settings down, but actually make the size like 20. I think that's pretty good since it stands out now. The character is like, I think this is pretty good. The character stands out, but still the background is kind of standing out because of these bookshelves. So what we're gonna do is click the background layer and go to the top, filter, blur, radial blur. And you want to go to zoom and make it like 6, which is pretty good. And then also add like Gaussian blur for like 2 pixels or 1.5. I think is good. But you can't just have a thumbnail without text and images and stuff. So since this is a how-to thumbnail and how to make thumbnails, I'm gonna go on and get a YouTube and Photoshop logo. So now once we have our YouTube and Photoshop logo, what we're gonna do is put them above the character for now and just resize them. And also the most important thing is to remove the background, because we don't want a white just a random white block around our Photoshop logo. So then what we're gonna do is just select it and then delete it. Click delete on your keyboard, and then that's Photoshop logo. And now we're gonna do the same with the YouTube logo and click delete again on the keyboard, and now you have 2 perfect logos. on your screen. And now what we're gonna do is resize them and make them how you want it to be. This is not the final one, but what we're gonna do is go to the character layer style and right click on it, click copy layer style, and just paste them on here, because it just makes them stand out, the drop shadows and stuff. But now we still need text, so we're gonna go to the text, or you can just press T on the keyboard and then you can write some text. So what the text is gonna be is probably gonna be like thumbnail tutorial, or I think tutorial would be good. We're gonna change the font to, I think, Hey Comic would be not that bad. Yeah, I think that's a pretty good font. But we're probably gonna change this and just resize it and make it how you want it to be. Most people use a font called Painting. But honestly, I think that's just like the most overused overused font in Minecraft thumbnails. So I'm gonna go find a font right now and try to see one that's good. Well, I think KG Red Hands would be good. Minecraftia, Cool Vertica. These are all really good fonts that you should download. But I can't pick one that's really good, because these are all really good fonts, and I haven't made a thumbnail in a while, so I don't know what font to use. But I'm probably gonna be using KG Red Hands since it's a pretty clean font. And then what we're gonna do is just size it down. But since it's like just straight, but I don't think this is actually that good of a thumbnail. But the problem is with thumbnails like these, I don't know how to make a thumbnail. Like, I always try to make a thumbnail tutorial, but I don't know how to make thumbnails on how to make a thumbnail. So now we're gonna go over to the layer style for the text. Go to inner shadow and make sure use global light is off. And we're gonna go to negative 90 degrees. Make the opacity like a little and put the size up like to 4 or 5. I think is pretty good. And then what it does, it gets a little of those, like, it's basically a shadow, but it's not really a shadow. And then we're just gonna enable drop shadow and just copy these settings. But I think we should lower the opacity for the inner shadow a little lower to like 4. Yeah. And the text is pretty much done. And if you want, you can add inner glow, but I don't think that's gonna look good. I also have my own text layers. I mean, it's not really my own because it's really overused, but if you want this text layer style, what you want to do is enable auto glow and drop shadow. It's literally this too. Copy these settings and make this A4, the drop shadow color, opacity 100, distance 11, and 000. Then you want to go to outer glow and make sure it's screen. Then you want to go to opacity is 39, noise is 0. There's 0, 9, 50, and 0. But I don't think this layer style will look good on here. We're gonna try it out though. I mean, actually it doesn't look too bad, but I don't know which one I like more, because this is a more simple style, and then this is if you want it to really stand out, which looks good. But then I also like this one because of the drop shadow. So what we could do is go to we can use this one, but we can add another drop shadow, which I'm gonna make it full black, make the opacity like this much and the size like 27, which is actually not that bad. But what I'm gonna do is we could add this layer style to these, but I don't think it would look that good. I mean, it doesn't look that good, but it did look better way before. So now that the thumbnail is basically done, I kind of want to put the tutorial text under the under the character. So put it under the character. Then I want my text above my two Photoshop logos. I mean Photoshop and YouTube. So we're just gonna put that under it. And I think this is a pretty nice thumbnail. But we're gonna move everything a bit up because it's like you have to fit most of the screen. So I think this is pretty good, but what we're going to do is we're gonna add adjustments. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna go down here and click brightness and hue/saturation. So for the brightness, what we're gonna do is make the brightness like 5, I think is good, and the contrast like 15, which is pretty good. And then for hue/saturation, it's gonna be different. So for the saturation, I'm probably gonna put like 20, 25. I think 20 would be good. And then for the lightness, like 2. I think 5 would work too. Now this makes it like, why is it lagging? No, I think this one looks pretty good because it makes everything stand out. So yeah, this is how you make a clean thumbnail. If you want to make thumbnails like this, just follow the entire tutorial. So if you like it, comment, like, and subscribe. But anyways, peace out, and comment some video ideas if you want me to upload more, and peace.